mid. Viego is going to be the answer to Silas in the mid lane. Power of Evil will be the first LCS player allowed to and picking Viego.
Really, really good into melee.
Look for it. So as long as Spica is being tracked, they got nothing to worry about. And second plate's almost going down.
And
okay. Nice arcane shift by Tactical. He's totally safe, and powered Q puts Lost into 200 again, and Sword Art doesn't do much for healing. So the bot lane pressure, absolutely incredible.
And this is kind of what I was talking about. Why with the
lose the push, then you have nowhere to actually hide from this poke, right? If you're just stuck farming under tower, it's pretty rough.
All right, first dragon of the game, no problem. Santorin claims it, 605.
Viego and try and snowball that fight. Dragon, though, number 2, will be picked up without contest here.
A 13-minute tier 3. Like, it's actually absurd. He's 13 minutes tier 2. Like, as you mentioned, yeah, he's had to be a bit more fearful. Hasn't been able to just chain out of the turret. So, okay, he's the one kind of on the downside here. Divine Sunderer done for Ezreal. Huni pushing topside, gets plate number 1. And is there going to be a backstab? Because Rumble's coming in behind him.
Yeah, Alfari's here, but...
Ult's back, flashes away, but they're still going to just land CC. Rumble over the top, going to force him away because here comes the teleport as well. Kick to disengage. They should be safe unless PoE pulls a magic trick out of his hat, and they will not. Couple of cooldowns burning to the side, but no kills.
And you always, when you have a play like this, have to look at the opposite side of the map because that frees up Jensen on the Silas. And you see the roam from Jensen. This is very good play down to the 1 turret tower here. They can either dive Lost or push him out.
4 seconds to get the plate. They're not going to get it. Instead, it's going to be the jump forward. The heal is burned, and the auto. A solo kill, first blood lost. Show him how it's done. But now he's got to run away, and he will get shut down in the end.
Oh, blood. Just honestly well played here. He sees, he knows what's coming because you see that control ward up on the opposite side. So Tactical shield allowing him to survive. Team Liquid first position inside the river though, and that's a stolen Rumble ult.
Couple ults over the top, flash away from Sword Art. Nocturne ult turns off the lights, and the TP coming down as well. Will he find a useful target? Jumps in at the Lee Sin. Of course, pretty tanky though overall, not going to mean much. Sword Art hits the back line, equalizer over the top, locking him down. That's a bunch of damage, 2 for 0 so far to TSM. Looking at the third as Lost jumps in, can't quite find the kill, but they're still on the chase. It's a 3-0 to start, or a 2-0 to start, I should say, as it's still TL running for the hills, running for their base. They will live. But TSM take the fight, they take the dragon.
And the critical aspects we were looking at for TSM's composition, Freak, right on point. They use the Nocturne ultimate, they kite back under the cover of darkness. Might be a good one here on to BOE. This is looking rough for him.
How fast can he walk? Not easily. This Cloud's not going to do anything to really get him away from the vision these guys have. Kick back, shield bow popped. How good's life still going to be? Not that strong. Jensen finds himself the kill. Good help from Alfari, but Herald and a turret dying on the other side of the map.
Exactly, it hardly even feels...
The mid lane wave gets hit with some spells.
And I want to highlight the timing of this push from TSM. There's a minute and 20 seconds left on the Dragon, so what they want to do here is immediately take away the defenses of Team Liquid.
Straight up walked into range of Jensen there, gets his rocket jump interrupted, now he doesn't have it.
Nocturne over the top, hits Ezreal, has to burn the flash to get away, was afraid of being feared off. That is Stride Breaker at work, and now Volibear Santorin flashing to get away as well, but here comes Rel, Sword Art starts it off. Equalizer finally able to be cast. 1 for 1 so far though, as he's already picked up 1. PoE side is now, he is Santorin. That is not actually the best champion to be right now, so ult's right back out. That's now going to be on cooldown. 1 for 1, I do believe.
Yeah, it was interesting because TSM saw Jensen finish his recall there, and so that's why they pounced on it. But Team Liquid turning it around, getting the 1 for 1. Dragon burning quickly, Freak.
Looking to attempt it, no smite available. Easy grab for Spica, making it their 3rd dragon. But the re-engage, is it good? A couple of bits of damage come through from Tactical, but he's been slowed down. That means there's not much more to be had. Are they going to jump the wall? Looks like they're afraid, a little gun shy. Health bar so low on TSM. And they know, right? They're throwing the skill shots over. Is someone coming around?
They're chasing. I mean, Alfari wouldn't be still going if they weren't chasing.
Here we go. They've stolen an ultimate. Rumble over the top does not catch much, but it does make Spica burn the Zhonya's. Karma puts on the shield, puts on the haste. It's time to run away. Zhonya's active is all they get, and oh, Tactical. Dangerous.
Over on the TL side just yet. I want to see an execution or something in there.
Yeah, I think Core tries to go towards the Legendary for it now. The engage top side, big damage onto Huni. Maybe bit off more than he can chew. Equalizer pretty much perfect. Nocturne ult stolen and gets him with his own medicine. Re-engage comes across. Jensen burns a W, pops the Zhonya's, hits another W, keels right back up. But the ulti is enough to execute. Now PoE can be on the chase. You thought Viego was toxic? How about when he's Silas half the time? As it's time to go back in though. TL flash forward, 1 auto attack. That's enough to shut down Rumble. No more tools left for damage. Santorin walking away. Here comes Tristana. Lost on the chase, finds the kill on Tactical. The resets keep going in. They've got a Volibear now as well, and Sword Art is on the chase. He flashes in, flings him back, finds the stun, a double kill for Power of Evil.
Piling in, you're getting the kills, and Sword Art had so much confidence with the re-engage after Spica had been pushed out of that fight. TSM, they get the big
Actually looks pretty decent for them, but then PoE gets his first kill. We don't get to see it because guess what? That's Infernal
That's
Soul.
2 minutes and 20 seconds. Infernal Soul gonna make the team fights easy. TSM are in such a good spot.
That last team fight was so fun to watch, but I really love how it illustrates how careful you have to be as a threat, as a carry for the opposing team in giving up a vulnerability. If you flash forward on Ezreal, if you give up that soul, that is going to be so dangerous, for a Viego team to pick up. But very well done by TSM to get those resets for him, and now they get to reap the rewards.
All right, mid lane tier 2 falls. True shot barrage. Blue is attempted. It's wanted. It's claimed. What about the re-engage, though? Equalizer. Lights out as well. Paranoia. Zhonya's going to immune some of the fear, but not all of it. Easy second stun. No, jumps back. Gets attacked. Should just live, but the turrets are under fire. Top lane tier 2
losing the other in this position, which may just be a bit too much. They're going in, though.
Trying again. They find the stun. Very nearly killing off Core JJ, but he lives. The siege then continue, though, as it's a 5v4 to push it down. Ezreal not quite spell shielded by Huni. Lights go out. Is there even an engage, though? It's going to be tough. Okay, it's the ult away for PoE, but you are taking this fight without Core JJ around. This can be dangerous. They still get the shutdown. They knock down Sword Art, and looks like the re-engage might still happen. Alfari kicks him over the wall. Volibear flash to chase. They find the second kill. Just what hits him for a bit of damage, so it's time to go for the team fight. 7k health already. Alfari walking up. They got to get in there pronto. 2500. Equals over the top. Here comes the team fight. They're going to get off the Baron and take the battle instead. Volibear dives in towards the backline. Rel catches on to 4, and it's time for the backline to die. TL are running away for their lives. Ult comes in. Huni will not fall. Tactical, though, knocks down Sword Art, but nowhere for Jensen to go. Has to flash and dash, get away, does live. Huni not going to channel the recall, finally does go back for it. 4v4 on the map. Somehow TL get away with a 1-for-1 against 5k gold and an Infernal Soul.
Yeah, and will someone be willing to actually start up Elder here? It looks like TL wants to reset, but that does give TSM an in, and they're actually TPing for this. Huni is trying to get behind these TL members.
Okay, Nocturnal is down, so is the Flash. Alfari Jensen TPing right back in. Scuttle actually goes to Team Liquid, making that easier for them. Tactical feels safe to jump in, look for a Q, doesn't find it, but we are going to be into a 4-on-4 with no smite on Team Liquid. It's a 90-10 at worst, bit of damage towards Huni, stays alive. In the back line, Alfari gets a kick, but not much more. Flash to safety, but may have just lost his life. He's running low, burns a stopwatch. How about the re-engage? How good's it going to look? Gets a shield, still an equalizer.
Gets offensive look here through the river to gain some sort of advantage, chunk somebody down for on the side of TSM.
Remember, levels don't matter. Smite is just 900 flat. Here comes the dive yet again. Rel plus Nocturne finds a bit. Huni dived upon, gets killed. Big shield, traded 1-for-1. Both top laners are dead. Hear about the re-engage. Centauran down to 800. Dive in, comes across. Shield pop, the ulti. He's going to die before he lands. Big damage out of Lost, and now suddenly they've got to win a 3v4. Lost jumps so backwards. Low. Health bars are low. Is the fight going to be good enough, though? PoE dropped low. 1k health. There's the dragon, and it's now too late to win the fight anymore. Okay. It's yours, touche. We'll see you later. Only a minute 40 left on Elder Dragon, so maybe they can withstand some of that, but this Baron Siege will still...
Are we willing to give? Are we willing to give 2 inhibs? Are we willing to give 3 inhibs? When do we take that fight?
Well, they're diving in now. That's going to be an easy inhibitor given away, but the rest of it might be a bit more difficult. Now, top lane's in a decent spot, but bot lane is not. And waiting on Elder Dragon. 1 minute left on that. That's kind of the buff that makes you never take a fight. Baron itself is not so many combat stats you can't win a battle. Clearly we've seen TL fight them close. But for the next 50 seconds, they really can't contest much. They can wave clear, even that's a bit slow.
Yeah, Tactical again, once you can see him trying to do something with the poke.
They find the stun, they find some damage. Equalizers, big damage as well. Shields come across, not going to be much more. Out they go, but that is going to be the inhibitor lost for sure. Still 40 seconds on Elder Dragon, but that's going to be this one. The wave clear again can be mediocre. Nocturnal, Rumble ult, will they dive? No, just to push them back, but that's enough to kill off the turret. So now, if you can't fight for that one, trade of no turret with Baron speaks some volumes towards TSM state.
Yeah, I mean, Lost got chunked to 50% here. Now life stealing up.
Uni dropped fairly low, gets the Sterix popped, ulti comes across, puts him down to 500, does not have a lot of good ways to heal, but he does have TP and a Baron recall to get right back to base. Crucially, only 3 seconds left of the Baron buff.
Man, Tactical is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. He is poking them out constantly, trying to threaten them, but TSM is pushing in. The Nexus towers are under threat. They're looking for this third inhib still.
Jensen's peeling away, they know this, they know they can take that fight. Power of Evil, tanky enough, Nocturne comes in, going for the dive yet again, they find a couple of stuns, that's big damage on the core JJ. How about the re-engage? They're right in front of the rubble of the Nexus, and there we go. Huni's gonna drop for one. Guardian Angel gonna be popped for a second. A good fight so far. A shutdown comes in for Tactical, and he's staying alive so far. They're looking pretty good on this one, 5v3, but can the disengage work? Core JJ stays alive. Alfari at 50 health. A big shield for Sword Art, but it's time to shut them down. The kills coming through so fast. One man left alive.
And they do it! Team Liquid defend their base at the last
Now,
second.
still 30 seconds on Spica. Because they didn't have the waves going their way, they will collect gold. They won't collect much more.
Inventory, but
Alfari
Elder
isn't here.
Dragon is being hit, so can TL win this fight? 6k health. When does the battle begin? Huge set of CC from Sword Art, not anywhere to go. Tactical only has armor, and he burns down to the Rumble. Guardian Angel pop. Can he get away, though? Centauran barely will live. 1 for 0 so far. Zonia's pop, 2 for 0 so far. PoE can't do enough damage. Sword Art, can he be chased down? Lee Sin Q's gonna land. They get the shield, though, and they knock down the top laner. Alfari gonna lose as well. 2 kills in for Spica. TSM.
The Baron, with 2 members of Team Liquid recalling to defend the base with the inhibitors being exposed. They give up critical in the last fight because that was a well-executed dive onto Tactical, but they can't kill him twice.
In for Viego. Zonia's is done here for Sword Art's Rel as well. So can even immune even more damage. And now we see the next siege. Inhibitors are back up, but it's Elder and Baron yet again. Elder on for a minute, Red Bull Baron for 220. And now we get to see this siege play out. Nocturnal dives in, they find the stun, they force the flash away, and Rel finds 2. Frontline dropping soon. Goodbye to Alfari. No, he gets the shield, and he still drops. He still dies. 1 for 0. Tactical finds the chase in for a kill. Jensen needs his Zonias, but he's stunned up. He cannot do anything but be feared and die. And it's time for TSM to siege. Tactical will get attacked. He will almost certainly drop. And yes, that is 1,000 gold shutdown. It goes to Sword Art for claiming the last hit, and the rest of the team is surely to drop. It is Core JJ against the world. TSM worked as hard as they possibly could for it, but they will knock down the Nexus, and they will get revenge on Team Liquid.
TSM and the boys of summer, they open up summer with a victory.